The budgetary allocation to the tourism sector is a drop in the bucket compared to what it's really needed to sustain the stifling industry. This is the view of the private sector as they hosted a joint press conference on Thursday to highlight what they say is the dwindling state of tourism in Trinidad and Tobago. JANINE Brown has more.
Members of the tourism sector believe the industry has the potential to gain substantial revenue to offset the drop in oil and gas prices. But they say turning things around requires a joint effort between them and the government and extra finances. President of the Trinidad Hotels, Restaurants and Tourism Association, Mr. Hassel Thom, said tourism is the only sector other than energy that is required to pay non-traditional taxes. The Miscellaneous Taxes Act stipulates that properties offering 6 or more rooms for accommodation pay an additional 10% as a hotel accommodation tax. Mr. Thom is hoping government can change its approach to the industry.
Signing an MOU with Venezuela, which means that he understands the potential, the possibility, and the relevance of the energy sector. So he has to ensure that it keeps going. Gas is what it requires, and he must keep it going. Tourism is no different.
The association said between 2013 and 2016, there's been a 58% decrease in government allocations. President of the TTI-TOA said the allocation is not enough to change the circumstances.
19 million TT is a drop in the bucket if we are serious about tourism. We need to increase that allocation in a more meaningful way and a more targeted way.
With recent tourism dialogue focusing heavily on the arrivals of SANDALS in Tobago, the president of the Tobago Hotel and Tourism Association believes that alone would not solve the current issues.
We cannot wait for SANDALS in Tobago to come. We need help now. We have certain criteria now that need to be fulfilled. We need money at lower rates of interest to help us get through this. We need incentives in other areas. Our incentives compared with the rest of the region are pretty poor.
The team agreed that first and foremost a brand must be established for Trinidad and Tobago to make visitors consider here as a vacation option. Increased social media presence and destination marketing is also a must to attract international visitors. They're also calling on Caribbean Airlines to provide more flights to the country. The last press conference of this nature was held 3 years ago. The members are hoping Thursday's public call would yield some sort of result, and soon. JANINE Brown, C News.
But Tourism Minister SHAMFA CUDJOE has added her voice to the issue, saying one hand can't clap. In a phone interview with C News, the minister said her ministry was not only the one to suffer budget cuts in the 2016-2017 budget. She pleaded with the stakeholders to be understanding of the economic situation.
The Ministry of Finance will present the budget and allocate to each one of us. All ministers, all ministries would have stated, we want more, we wish we had more, but we have to be reasonable and we have to be honest and open about the facts that are taking place, the true situation of the economy.
She said she's been in constant dialogue with the tourism stakeholders since entering office, adding that the group meets monthly. While the minister agreed that more funds would reap more benefits, she's calling on those involved to help find alternative strategies to make use of the little they have.
That could be using marketing money to travel abroad to be at every single trade show. Now you have to operate within a certain strategy and make the investment where you're sure to get a return.